It's always two sides of the thing. So one side is that people working from here providing the services to the other part of the world, for them it is very important to understand that we need to understand their values. We need to understand how the other people work. And of course, as I said, it's not one way. They also need to learn how we work here as well. And we need to meet halfway.
Hello world, this is BetterTech, a podcast where we chat with some of the most successful leaders about the latest industry developments. So join us as we explore the world reliant on tech. This episode is brought to you by Techcell, a leading software development company. Check them out at techcell.com.
Okay, so today we have Zohaib Khan with us. Zohaib is an IT entrepreneur. He's also an IT evangelist, and more than that, he's also someone who is working with us as a CTO of Togee, which is a great technical startup. So welcome, Zohaib. Welcome over here.
Thank you very much.
In this session with me. So tell us more about Togee, what it is, and we'll take it from there.
So Togee is a next generation platform, which we're building it for next generation of communication or mobile to mobile communication. A lot of existing platform that provides communication, they're stuck with either video calls, audio calls, or text messages. But we're adding another step into this generation, which is mobile to mobile screen sharing. So no other platform is providing, as of today, mobile to mobile screen sharing and voice and audio possibilities along with text and all that. So we are coming up, and we hope that we're that next generation mobile to mobile communication platform which everybody would look for in next coming decade.
Great. So if you can just enlighten us what kind of tech stack it has, what kind of technical complexities it has.
So right now the main part which we're building on is a SIP protocol on the back end, which provide us all the communication. Then we have WebRTC protocols that we use in the back end for mobile to mobile screen sharing. We have streaming protocols, and also we are using RTP protocols as well for streaming and screen sharing. So that's the main stack that we are using. It's a highly competitive area. If you look for in the App Store as of today, there are, I would say, less than 10-15 apps worldwide that provides even audio video communication. So we're actually not even just that, but we are the only, as I said, mobile to mobile screen sharing platform as well, which adds another level of complexity.
Interaction and
exactly.
Communication abilities to that.
Exactly.
So great. And we just heard the good news that you have managed to raise your pre-seed or first round of funding.
Yeah.
So how's that going?
Right. So yes, we just recently, last summer, we could raise about $1 million funding, and we're looking forward now for the next round of funding. We have a great interest. We have partners such as we're hoping to become partners with mobile companies or telecom operators in UK, in Europe, and potentially in US as well in the future.
Sounds interesting. So tell us more about that. We as a company try to help you in some of that. Fact, if you can just share some of that, your experience working with us.
Definitely. So previously we hired another team, and just like any other startup, we were facing some issues with the team and all that. Of course, again, just like another startup, we were facing financial barriers and all that. So we hired different kind of team that worked with us, of course, with their own capacity and whatever we could achieve with them. But then we reached to that borderline where we had to find full-time resources and scale up our development and try to overcome those challenges that we've been facing with the other team. And to overcome those challenges, we tried to mix up the team with Techcell. Your team really helped us in, first of all, I would really appreciate your boys really learned very quickly for all the work that we've been doing for the last 1 year, and not just learn it and then produce results in that, which we didn't expect it, to be very honest. But I very much appreciate your team for that quick learning, and then that I would call it like a hockey stick learning. Although hockey stick is a financial term, but still it was like a really high scale. As I said, we have a very complex product, so to first to learn what we've been doing for last 1 year before starting to work with you, and then secondly to produce results on top of that. And the third, as I said, we have this mobile to mobile screen sharing platform as well, which another kind of challenge as well in its own self. So that really helped us to reach to our MVP, to work with you, collaborate with you, with our own in-house team as well. So we really, we get a lot of benefit working.
So is it safe to say that TechCell partly help you achieve that funding goal? Obviously, your own team is involved, so
definitely. I mean, it's an all team effort, and you've been part of a team as well. So definitely, it's the all credit goes to the whole team, and you're part of that team.
It's really good to know that we have managed to get someone to a stage where they can go out and reach that funding stuff. So from where are you going? Where are you taking Togee from here? What are the next steps? Where are you going from here?
So we have naturally, since we understand that it's a globally scalable product, so our vision is to bring this product on a global scale. That's as an obvious next step for us. But when we say that we want to build a global product, there are so many challenges that comes with it. When we say global product, which means there are so many people who's going to use the product in different ways. There might be different reasons for use. For example, my mother, she didn't know how to use a mobile phone, and I sometimes have to teach her over the video call or things. So how can she use the mobile? But now I was wondering that if we had this product back then, I could really teach her how to use mobile by just pointing her to press this or press that. So we think that this product has the potential to not just be a next communication platform, but also it has a lot of potential to become a next education tool as well. So we have a lot of, we think the possibilities are endless. I say this to some other people as well, that it's just like when Adobe created a Photoshop, they didn't know how creative people will be using this Photoshop. And I think this is the same kind of product where people will be using it for multiple reasons.
The same goes for YouTube and others where now,
exactly.
I mean, these tools have made everyone a content creator, everyone a producer, and so on and so forth. So all that good stuff. And while working in a distributed team, you were in Europe, and the team was over here. Any advice, any lessons that learned that can really help other entrepreneurs in the future? What are the nuances, some of the stuff that one needs to take care while working with a distributed team?
Right. So I think a lot of people have different experiences, but I can share what I learned from this. I think one of the important thing, it's actually for both ends. Nothing goes for one-sided. Sure. So it's always two sides of the thing. So one side is that people working from here providing the services to the other part of the world, for them it is very important to understand that we need to understand their values. We need to understand how the other people work. And of course, as I said, it's not one way. They also need to learn how we work here as well. And we need to meet halfway. So we need to find that balance where both of us are comfortable working with each other. So that's the first thing. Second thing is that, which I think we couldn't achieve in the early days, but I think we should really focus on from day one to work in a process environment. It brings a lot of possibilities to make sure that a product is delivered as per the time. Of course, in a startup environment, it's very unlikely that you will meet your goals exactly 100%, not because you cannot, but also because you don't know that tomorrow you might experience some other challenge. You learn something new and you evolve on top of that. So be open to change. That's also one of the important aspects. You want to learn from what you're doing, and you need to change according to that.
And does these tools like Jira, GitHub, all these collaborative tools, have they made your life easier? Did you feel like that the team probably is sitting in a different room, just probably not in front of your eyes, but maybe in a different room?
So definitely we've been using Slack a lot. We weren't using Jira before initially because we wanted to do rapid development, without getting stuck into the process, because change management, it also takes time. Right. So to avoid that initially, but now we are fully working on Jira. We are assigning the tasks. So it really helps when you're working with distributed team or offshore teams. But most important thing, tools are tools. That's one thing. But on top of the tools, you also need to engage the people. You need to share your vision with them. You need to bring them on board with you that, guys, this is what we want to achieve, and this is how we want to achieve, and we would like to get your help. So not just telling them to work for you, but also sharing your idea, sharing your vision, be transparent, be open, and being engage them with yourself. That's how you can work. Otherwise, nobody likes to be taught everything, like do this and that.
No, I think it's all very, very informative, and I'm sure, and I really pray that Togee really grow places over here, and along with that, the partnership we are building together. So thank you very much for being over here, and it's a great day.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thanks for listening to this episode by BetterTech. If you enjoyed this podcast, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it across your favorite social networking platform. We look forward to bringing you the latest industry news in our next episode. In the meantime, take a look at our other episodes and hit subscribe with the links in the description box below so that you don't miss out on the latest in tech.